Think you need big money to customize your truck? Think again. Today, we are breaking down the best mods you can do to your truck under $2,000, from off-road performance to comfort and style. To start off, leveling kits. Boom. Leveling kits. First off with a level kit. These guys typically range honestly anywhere from $99 to $1,000-ish for the kits. Labor on those, depending on which of the leveling kits you're going with, typically it takes anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5, 4 hours to do. And every shop that's gonna do it is gonna charge something different. I know for us, the leveling kit, just doing a spacer kit, which is 99 bucks. After installing the alignment, you're looking at roughly $1,600 to do it. That is something that doesn't just lift up the front of your truck 2 inches. Obviously it does, but it also now gives you the capability of running, in a lot of cases for 1,500s, 33s. And in some mid-size range trucks, that's also the case. But typically on 1,500s, it gives you the chance to run 33, 1250, 20, 18, 22, whatever you're doing. In my case, what I did, I kept my stock wheels and put some spacers on it. But if you want to also go with 20x9 wheels, you have the capability of doing that now. So performance-wise, you are able to go over different things now because that front is raised 2 inches. It helps more than you would think. Trust me, I've honestly mistreated my truck and going like 60 miles an hour off-road in a leveling kit, which I don't recommend that, but it was able to do it and it's fine. So a few ball joints later. But other than that, it is able to clear a lot more than you would think. So leveling kit, that is something definitely to start off performance-wise that can help your truck out under $2,000. Number 2, bumpers, winches, running boards, and fender flares. So this is more so your style aspect, or if you have those wider wheels and you just need something a little bit less expensive to be able to get you a wider stance so that dirt isn't flinging up from those wider wheels and tires. That's your fender flares. So fender flares typically start anywhere around like $250 for these plastic ones. I know you can get them on rough country, $250, $350, but they will push into that $600, $700, $800 range for the nicer ones that are metal. If you are going to paint them, I definitely would recommend the metal ones, especially since paint, aftermarket paint at least, is very tough sticking to the sides of classic fender flares, right? Either which way, you can purchase these for very, very cheap, and they actually take a long time to install. They're not the most difficult things, they take a long time because they are a bunch of little clips and a bunch of little screws, depending on whether or not you're going metal or plastic. It's a lot of little things, and it's difficult to work with very small things, trying to screw them in and clip them in like that. So it does take a long time. It's not the most difficult thing in the world for you to do yourself. Our shop, I think we charge right around $500, $600 to install just for our tech's time. It's not the most difficult thing, but it is something that takes a lot of time. That is fender flares wise. Bumpers, I know I've seen some, and I don't recommend doing Amazon because you never know whether or not it fits. I have seen some on Amazon for like 300 bucks, but if I was you, I'd at least go with something like a rough country Deviate. These types of bumpers that people actually know, they know the quality of them, they've been tested, they have reviews on them. These are things that you can actually see and you know that they fit the vehicle. Those bumpers should range anywhere from $650 to $1,000 depending on the bumper that you go with and the vehicle that you're putting it on. Bumper install can also vary very heavily in the case of lighting. So if you are getting lights done, or if you're just doing a standard bumper with nothing, that install is going to drastically change. Obviously everybody knows that electronics or wiring is one of the longest processes of car installs and the most annoying. So when it comes to bumpers and trying to connect them to auxiliary switches and stuff like that, it does take time. And so that will boost some bumpers with labor over this $2,000 mark, but there are some that you can do with just the bumper via install and keep that under $2,000, like a rough country with just a pod light. That would be under $2,000, or a Deviate with pod lights would probably still be under $2,000, or anything less than that. But anything more so where it's a very expensive bumper, that like $1,200 with the lights and everything like that, I'd say you're probably looking at more so like that $2,200, $2,300, $2,400 range. But then running boards. Running boards are easy as pie. So install wise, they typically just attach somewhere on the frame or the rocker panel underneath the vehicle. Everywhere kind of has a spot where the running boards are supposed to attach to. Very easy to install. Unless you go with the electronic version, and those are going to be outside of this range of $2,000, as they typically are around $12.99 to $17.99 to purchase them, and then install obviously with the lighting depending on which one you go with. You actually have to connect it to the vehicle's module in order for it to sync up to the vehicle to know when the door is open and closed. The other one's more so magnetic, but it still has a lot of electronic wiring. But with that being said, these standard ones, super easy. They typically run anywhere from $250 to $500, $600, and install is $284. So you're looking at right about $1,000 to get some new running boards put on. And then if we go into bed covers, love these things. They keep your stuff safe, they keep it dry, and contrary to belief, bed covers don't keep out all water. There is a drain tube that drains through the back, and typically it is designed to where some water will leak down the two ends of the tailgate in the front so that it just kind of goes out the vehicle. But sometimes that system isn't perfect and you'll get some drops in there. So keep that in mind. That is nice to have if you're hauling any luggage, if you're hauling any groceries, and if you just want to keep your stuff dry and secure. And so to have that storage protected like it is in a regular car, that would be nice, right? And that's where bed covers come into play. And so when you close that bed cover, a lot of times with a trifold or anything like that, those are pretty much so protected until somebody comes in a sledgehammer. And in that case, it's just like, you're trying your damnedest to get this thing open. So I'm gonna just, you know, good effort, man. Either which way, bed covers are a nice first form of security. And then those guys, typically, I know the roll-up ones, they start right around 250 bucks. And they are, same thing, 284, 281 to install. And then your trifolds are right around 500 to 900. And they are the same thing, 284, 281 to install. Your hard roll-ups and your manual retractable ones are typically gonna be a little bit more expensive on both sides of labor and cost-wise, but the manual retractable one is right around 500 to install, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. It takes a little bit more to get those installed. And so you're right on the mark of $2,000 for a manual retractable. On to the style portion. So style-wise, we're talking about electronics. So like lighting options, a few different paint options, the stuff you'll thank yourself for at night if you're driving and it's pitch black. In general, lighting is a kind of expensive install, but these are some options that it can keep you definitely under, honestly, that 1,000 range, definitely under the 2,000. One being rock lights. Rock lights are a sweet upgrade that gives you style, also brightens up the bottom of your truck and a little bit in front of your truck, so that you can see a little bit better, but also just know where your truck is, because you can just press a remote and then you're the only truck in the parking lot that has lights coming out from underneath it. Install is expensive, so it's right about $1,164 to install those. So you'd still keep under that $2,000 range for those rock lights, which is a phenomenal upgrade to the look of your truck, especially if it's already lifted, because then you can see the lower suspension and just your fender wells. And then we go into pod lights. Pod lights are something that I've had. They definitely help. I was about to say if you're hunting, don't hunt at night, bad. No, it helps when you're driving. And if there is a deer on the side of the road and you just want to look at it, it's good for that. And it's good for just driving at night in the pitch black, especially if you're going off-roading. You honestly can get anywhere from $100 to real nice ones that are right about $600, and then install on them is typically $250. Pretty simple process. Doesn't require too much. It does keep you under that 1,000 mark typically. And they are a great upgrade to your truck just for driving reasons. And then light bars in the bumper or in the grill or anything like that, those guys are right about the same for install, but they do cost a little bit on the higher end starting off. You're looking at like 180 to like 600. Those definitely are also the same, because driving wise, you can't really adjust them as much as pod lights if they're in the front of your vehicle, but they can be used as a driving light if you need an extra one, depending on the roads that you're on, because you can bend them down and point them more so towards the ground, which is in a lot of states legal for driving. Depending on the state, I do believe that. Taillights and headlights, replacing them, not the craziest to install. You're looking at $600 to replace them, and then right about $1,000 to $1,700 to actually buy these things brand new. Honestly, I've seen some for $600. And then the paint version of that is just the smoking and the bordering of taillights. The smoking of taillights is right about $485. If you're gonna border them, then it costs about another $194 per, I believe. Nothing too crazy. It definitely is a way, especially the way we do it, to upgrade your truck and make it look absolutely beautiful when you do that same color on the border of the taillights as the vehicle is, and the rest of it, it's just having that red shine through. And the red doesn't disperse anywhere it doesn't need to. That's what I've always said. And so that is a great way to increase the style of your truck. Going into the rear side of the truck, bed liners, bed covers we already kind of talked about, but headache rack, tow hitch stuff, all that stuff is typically under $1,000, honestly. Install is not the most insane thing in the world. It's really just picking stuff up and putting it down and sometimes screwing stuff in. Like a headache rack, for instance, install on that is right about $260, but it is just more so the manual labor of getting the headache rack up there and then screwing a few bolts in. Bed mats are a great way to keep supplies safe from bumping around on, and honestly keep your bed safe from heavy supplies scraping it up and stuff like that. If you don't want to do a bed liner and keep it permanent, bed mat is a great way to do it. They're typically $100 to $150, and you do not need somebody to install that for you. Just lie it down in the bed and you're golden. Trailer hitch stuff, Gen Ys are a phenomenal trailer hitch company. They are a lot more expensive than a lot of other companies, but they are really cool, and I've seen them go kind of famous here recently. They are anywhere from $260 to $1,500. They get pretty expensive fast. They are phenomenal, but install on them is nothing too crazy. I know on a lot of them, you literally just order it in. If you want to powder coat it, that's a different setting. Order it in and slap it on. But then on some of them, you do have to mess around with the pins and stuff to get it adjusted to your vehicle, and some of them can be a little bit complicated. Other than that, it's nothing you can't do at home, and they definitely are a phenomenal upgrade for towing and in the comfort of towing as well. And so that's the rear part of the vehicle. There are definitely a lot of upgrades you can do to it. So far as bed boxes, that's another one where you can just kind of slap it in there. They're roughly $600 to $1,200. So whether you're after looks, performance, or comfort, there are plenty of upgrades you can do under $2,000. Drop a comment down below on which of those you would like to do or see us do, and we will get it done for you. We'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe to Krietz Customs to win a free set of wheels and tires. If we hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, we'll be giving away a set just like this, a 35 12 50 22 Fury Country Hunter on a 22x12 fuel wheel. If you want those, go ahead and subscribe to Krietz Customs, and we will see you when we give you those wheels away.